Hi, this is Zed from Zed Surfing Adventures with your surfing tip of the day. Today's tip, we're going to be talking about getting up on the surfboard. For you struggling beginners who've been trying to get this done for a little while, we're going to be going through a step-by-step process that we use at our school to help you get it done. So we're now on the board and we want to be able to balance the board properly. We've put a mark on the board to line your nose up with so that you know how to lie on the board each time. Okay? So this is the mark. Make sure your nose is right above it. Next step is centering your body on the board. Make sure your chest is equal sides and put in the center to each rail. Your hips centered as well. You don't want to be twisted like that or like that. And the last thing is your feet. You want to make sure your feet are on the board and not off the board like that. This will slow the board down if your feet are off. So we're going to keep them on and then we're going to learn how to paddle. So let's go and work on our paddle stroke now. We're going to take this board and we're going to put it on that table right there behind us. We're going to be doing freestyle swimming, just like that, one stroke at a time, making sure that these fingers on either side enter the water first. So when we put your hand in, the palm slightly outward, bring it in so it can slide right in. Then we're going to turn the palm and bring the hand right down till it's deep right down to the elbow. From here, this is where you get most of your power. You push the board forward, just like that. Okay? If you try to emphasize too much power when your hand is forward, you tend to pull the board forward, which is not good. Hand in, let it slide right in, turn the palm, start to push, and then push the board forward. Just like that. One stroke. Let the stroke go right through all the way to the back of the board. Okay? One at a time. Just like that. You may see some professionals, advanced surfers doing like this on longboards. This is fine, it's not a problem. But for beginners, I recommend doing this one stroke at a time because it always keeps the board moving forward. Guys that are doing this have a lot of experience and they know exactly how much speed they need to catch a wave. Okay? But you need to do this, one stroke at a time. Always look forward, because if you look to your right, the board will tend to veer to the right. If you look to your left, the board will tend to veer to the left. We'll talk about that later in another tip. But right now, that's your paddle stroke. Let's go and get up on the board. So the first things we're going to be doing is lining up a wave. And when we start paddling, keep looking forward. You always want to look where you're going. Get your paddle strokes right through, like we practiced before. Keep it going. When you feel the wave push the tail of the board, you'll feel a sudden jolt from the wave. Give 2 more strokes so that you can move ahead of the wave. This will give you enough speed and keep the board stable. Put your hands on the deck of the board with your elbows up, just like that. You don't want to do this with your elbows down because this will force you to climb forward on the board and the board will nosedive. So, elbows up, your palms on the deck of the board, right by your chest. Then after that, you're going to be arching back, keeping your head up like that so that keep that nose clear of nose diving. And for you regular footers who are left foot forward, we're going to be starting with the right knee. We're going to bring the right knee forward like that, keeping it straight down. You don't want to do this because this will force you to come too far forward on the board. So keep that knee straight down, just like that. You're going to push up onto your fingertips just to give yourself a little more clearance between your chest and the board. So once you've done that, you're going to take that front foot, which is going to be your left foot, and put it flat onto the board straight in front of you by bringing your knee to your chest. Okay, now we're ready to pop the back foot up, the back knee, and put it onto the back foot. So from here, we can take this knee, we're going to start to bring it up, and we're going to put your foot flat onto the board, just like that. From this position, you're going to come straight up, put in 60 or 70% of your weight onto your back foot. Keep looking where you're going. Your shoulder should be pointed to the nose of the board, and your feet should be flat onto the board. So you don't want your feet to be up in the air like that or like that, anything like that, because if with the heels up, you'll definitely fall. Next is your knees. We're going to keep your knees bent, just like that. Weight on the back foot, keeps the nose clear from nose diving. And this is going straight. You're successful in riding. If you follow these steps, you'll be surfing. So that's it, guys. Go and grab your surfboard, paddle out, catch some waves, have some fun with the rest of us. See you soon.